Hey, yo. Eddie Hearn reacts to Canelo Alvarez signing with Dazn. $375 million. My goodness. And he believes this is the beginning of the end for the U.S. pay-per-view market in the sport of boxing. E-King Fight News. We got more on this. So Eddie Hearn thinks just because that app known as Dazn decided to give Canelo a whole lot of money. They broke the bank with Canelo. Just because Dazn broke the bank with Canelo, it means there ain't going to be no more pay-per-view. That, to me, is a subliminal shot at your boy Deontay Wilder, who's going to be fighting on pay-per-view, who's going to be fighting Tyson Fury on pay-per-view. Let alone, we already know Manny Pacquiao is going to be back against Adrian Bronner. You know that's not going to be no ESPN fight. That's going to be pay-per-view. You know, Manny Pacquiao's gearing up for a Floyd Mayweather fight, and like it or not, it's going to be on pay-per-view. So Eddie Hearn, what the fuck is you talking about, man? Well, like, yo, one fighter does not dictate a pay-per-view market. As we all know, it takes two to tango. If Anthony Joshua had any sense, he would have been fought Deontay Wilder, and it wouldn't have been on no fucking Dazn. It would have been on pay-per-view, because everybody gets fucking paid, man. You mean to tell me, if you're a fighter, you would rather fight on a streaming subscription service than get a percentage of the amount of pay-per-views that the fans are willing to drop, that the fans are willing to support, that, you know, the boxing universe is willing to buy a fight? You mean to tell me a fighter would rather sign with a Dazn app and you're going to get a subscription? You see, here's what Eddie Hearn doesn't understand. And this ain't no WWE, because I'm going to bring that example to the forefront. In the world of sports entertainment, world wrestling entertainment, there's one guy in charge of the WWE. His name is Vince McMahon. Before there was a WWE network, there was pay-per-view in wrestling. WCW had it, WWE had it, and it was popping. That shit was popping in the 90s, late 90s to 2000s, and the WWE kept it rolling. They bought out WCW, and they kept pay-per-views rolling. They kept it all rolling, and they made a shit ton of money. Now, what happened? Now, I'm going to tell you what happened. A couple years, 2 or 3 years ago, Vince McMahon started his own network known as the WWE Network. It's an on-demand service, much like DAZN, much like ESPN Plus, where they got this whole archive of everything, every damn near every wrestling match that ever aired as WWE, WWF back in the day. They got it on that network, and they made it a subscription base. Wrestling fans can pay $9.99, and they get a whole lot of wrestling. A shit ton of wrestling. More wrestling than anybody could ever imagine. They got access to, you know, at their fingertips. Right? But this was a moment where it's great for the fans, but what happened with the wrestlers is a lot of that money got funneled to the top, and it didn't trickle down like pay-per-views. If you got on a pay-per-view, it means you got paid more as a wrestler. It means you got a fucking raise on that day. Unfortunately, it's the same way for boxing. It's the exact same way for boxing. It means if you fight on that Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury undercard, you know, you're getting fucking paid. It's not the same if you're gonna be out there on Dazn on fucking Jesse Vargas's undercard, on fucking Anthony Joshua's undercard. It's not the same, man. I'm telling you. Who the fuck was on that AJ Povetkin undercard? Who was on that undercard? Y'all smart ass UK fans, you tell me. You tell me. Y'all remember that as a good undercard? They had the one guy I fucking remember on that card is Yvonne Mendy. That's right. We watch boxing. Yvonne Mendy ended up losing to some other dude on that card, man. I don't even know who won that fight. I know Yvonne Mendy lost. I know that shit. Oh, and they had David Price getting his ass whooped. He quit like a hoe. Oh my goodness, he quit again. Anyways, I'm off topic. But let's get right back to it. You know what? Let's see what Eddie Hearn had to say, man. Let's see what he had to say. All right, so here's Eddie Hearn. Shout out to boxing scene. Canelo Dazn deal will end pay-per-view boxing in the United States, man. This is the one thing I don't like about Eddie Hearn is like the one good thing that the one big statement move that Dazn makes suddenly, you know, we all blow it out of proportion. Oh my God, Canelo Alvarez. Oh my God, he's gonna end pay-per-view. Get the fuck out of here, man. Yo, it's pay-per-view's been around for decades. I know it's taken a hit. I know it ain't what it used to be. But let's not act like it's in dead water. All it takes is a couple of real deal stars to come up to capture fan interest, to get promoted like a real fighter, to get a couple of great highlight knockouts. And you already have that in Deontay Wilder. But Errol Spence is on the come up. Terrence Crawford's on the come up. ESPN's going to have a pay-per-view at some point. I'm telling you guys. If Top Rank gets another welterweight that can hang with Terrence Crawford, it's a wrap. That's going to be on pay-per-view. And that's if Errol Spence ain't ready to head over there. Because right now, Errol Spence is getting raped over on PBC. I'm sorry, man. But he cannot get any of the fights he wants to get. You know? And it's about time that he lets it be known that if PBC ain't giving him the fight he wants, he's going to go out and get the fight he wants. You know, point blank. But, let's go ahead and look at this article. There's so much to talk about. But, hey, it's Eddie Hearn's words. This is going to shake up the world. This is such a great deal that's happened here. And it's not just the zone, but for the love of boxing landscape, I believe today, with this announcement, you will see the pay-per-view boxing in the U.S. over a period, not today, but when you're talking about going from an 84.99 or a 90. So he's right now he's insinuating, like what we used to pay for the Mayweather cards, to a $9.99 or even a free fight like in this. All of a sudden he's talking about Canelo Alvarez versus Rocky Fielding as a free fight. Well, guess what? He's fighting a fucking bum. It's supposed to be free. He's fighting a fucking bum, and it's supposed to be free. When the fuck do we get used to paying Canelo Alvarez versus the bum off the street with the title, and all of a sudden we gotta pay $10 for that shit? Fuck out of here. I'm sorry. Fuck out of here. Okay? I'm sorry, man. I'm done with this shit, man. And look what he insinuates right here, man. So not just Canelo. This is Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua against Deontay Wilder, I believe, will happen on DAZN as well. Yo, man. I don't even know what to say. The plan for DAZN is to be a subscription service. Ultimately, the first one against Fielding, which we'll talk about for a minute, is free. There's no subscription. You can free subscribe. You know what that means? That means, hey, give me your credit card number, and I'll let you watch this shit for free, and then we're gonna bill you when you forget to cancel that shit. That's what that means. Eddie Hearn doesn't. Eddie Hearn will never tell you that real shit. You know that he'll never tell you that real shit. So the aim is to take boxing away from pay-per-view. Pay-per-view is a very important model. So all of a sudden, Eddie Hearn say, you know what, in the U.S. they don't need pay-per-view, but we still need it in the U.K. Get this dude the fuck out of here, man. I'm all the way done with Eddie Hearn. I'm all the way done with this whole, you know, yeah, Dazn got Canelo, but like I said before, who is he gonna fucking fight that's gonna, you're gonna get a bunch of Canelo fans on your nuts. Are they gonna pay their money right away to see Rocky Fielding? That's the real $1 million question. So I want to hear from you, Canelo fans. Let me know what you guys think about this development. And are you gonna pay $10 to see Canelo fight Rocky Fielding on Dazn? These nuts. E King Fight News. Let me know what you guys think. We're out.